Anybody watching my videos probably sick of hearing me saying this, but this is a house my wife and I purchased. It's going on almost 2 years now, and I've been doing DIYs on various things on this 25-year-old house that needed to be fixed. I think I've done 4 videos in this guest bedroom, bathroom, a little bath that has only been used once. I've only had anybody use this room once since we've been here. I've done a leaky toilet valve. I've done a leak under the sink. I've done the shower door was loose on the wall, and I secured it. And I did a video on replacing this splash guard underneath here that was catching when you closed the door. Maybe had something to do with it eventually pulling the screw out of the shower insert. But I think the last project I did, I was putting the toilet down so no tools or anything fell in the toilet, and dropped the toilet. This is the only toilet in the 4 baths that we have that's not soft close. So I dropped it and the toilet seat cracked. So I'm going to replace this toilet seat. Not a big deal, but I'm going to take this opportunity to talk about toilets. This is sort of the standard design. It's a nylon nut with a nylon bolt with a nut on it that has a little wing on it that keeps it from rotating when you screw this screw tight. So it's a standard screw. It's not reverse thread or anything. So you just take a big size screwdriver, and just screw that out. And then spin the nut off the back. And once you get the nut off, just pull the bolt out and lift. I want to crack the toilet bowl. I don't know whether there's so the nuts are out, and it's not lifting straight up. I don't know if there's some kind of adhesive on here or whether it's just years of cleaning solvents that made this hard, but I'm gonna pry under this a little bit and try not to crack the bowl. There's some kind of double stick tape on there. So I'll just need to clean all that off before I come back in with the new one. So the real reason I'm making this video is I want to talk about toilet height. So the height of this toilet is 15 inches to the top of the rim. My knee bends at 21 inches. So I don't know what it is with toilets in this United States that are why they're so damn low. But so before I go back in with a new seat, I'm not just going to go to Lowe's and get the standard seat. And I'm not going to replace the toilet because this isn't used that often. But I'm going to take this opportunity to probably raise that. You know, if a standard toilet seat's $20, I can get one of these raised 2-inch high. I put one in for my elderly mother I don't remember if it was 2 or 4 inches. So if I'm changing the seat anyhow, I'm going to get it to a height that is more applicable to normal human beings. I am 6'3", but even, my wife's 5'6", so even if, if I'm 10 inches taller, if I say, hey, if I say I want a toilet that's 5 inches taller than what these really super low ones are, that to me is a reasonable height. I guess I'm trying to get one size fit all toilets. A lot of these toilets err on the side of children, the shortest person, which I think is kind of dumb. Okay, my new toilet seat has arrived. It's a Kohler Hyten 3-inch tall seat riser. This is the seat. I installed one of these for my mother 2 years ago, 91-year-old mother, and I think at that time it's $45. Now it's $60. So what it comes with is a seat, and these 2 receivers and 2 anchors. And the way this works is this receiver is what mounts to the toilet. This little plastic cover comes off. This screw is what is going to mount this to the toilet. So this little anchor goes through the hole. There's 2 of them, so you take the screw out. This screw, back it all the way out, and then this will bend so you can shove it through the hole, and then this will spread out at the back side of the hole, and then you'll be able to sit this on top of this, and then the screw will go down in there. So that's what we're going to do. I've already cleaned off the adhesive double stick tape, and I'm not putting any back on there. So step 1, after you take the screw out of these things, you just fold it over and shove it through the hole. Make sure it's spread out on the bottom. And then these receivers are what mounts to the toilet bowl, and they go in these holes, and there's a little button here on the side that releases it. So once you set the toilet seat on, you can lift this whole toilet seat off by just pushing this button in, and then the whole toilet seat will lift up, which kind of makes it handy for cleaning. I'm the guy that cleans the toilets in my house, so if you got somebody that's peeing all over the rim of the toilet, you can easily lift this up and clean all the way back into here and clean good under here. So that's pretty handy too. The first thing they tell you to do in the instructions is to put these receivers on and line them up to the hole. You line up your toilet seat to the bowl, flush with the bowl, and then determine where your screws are going to go. So mine looks like they want to be centered in this slot. I'm just going by feel. So yeah, mine want to be centered to this side towards the post. So once you determine where this belongs, then you're going to take these out. Push this button in, pull them out. side. And then we're gonna mount the receivers. To do that, you just have to take a little plastic cover off. And did I say that's the way it goes? Yeah. Then mine look like I want it to have the screw centered to towards the post. Okay, so I'm going to mount mine right about here, a little bit offset towards the post. Not quite dead center, but a little bit back from what I could gather with my eyeball alignment. It needs to have some kind of silicone little gasket, which should keep that from sliding around. And you just drop the screws in and tighten them down. No washers or anything provided, so looks like you don't need any. Alright, so I'm just gonna position those where the head of the screw covers the slot. Alright, I just snugged them down, and yeah, they're that big diameter of that silicone gasket underneath it is pretty good for preventing it from slipping around. I'm going to take these back off and tighten them down after I determine that the seat is in the right place. And just drop the seat on those posts. Like that. Check your alignment. Looks good. So I'm going to take that back off there, push the button in here. Lift up. This one, the cover came with it. Then I'm going to finish. This is where I want them, so I'm going to tighten them down. Just snug. These are definitely not going anywhere. Yeah, that's good. Put the cap back on them. And then the seat. There it is. Yeah, much better. So, oh yeah, it's much more comfortable. Again, I'm 6'3". This is low for me, but this will be a perfect height for a normal 5'6" to 6 foot person. So yeah, that's my advice. Raise your toilet up. I don't know if I do this just to do it. And it's a soft close lid, which is good. But since my other one cracked and I was going to spend money on a new seat, anyhow, maybe put the riser on, make it more comfortable for everyone. So that's the toilet seat install. Till next one, peace out.